when you're the fun girlfriend, so your boyfriend always brings you with the boys.
Everyone's still on board for tomorrow, right?
Yep,
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Of course.
Yep.
According to some sources, Dylan's bringing his girl.
I actually have band practice. Left my sister in the oven. Promised I stopped the Holocaust last week. Offender registry picks for today. Honestly, I just hate all of you.
Dude, that is so true, bro. That is so true, bro. Hanging out with the boys is great, of course, but whenever they bring one girl, it changes the entire dynamic.
You know, the real hard piece, though, is my 14-year-old son at the time. He sat down to dinner, and I was like, hey, what do you think about mom doing OnlyFans? And I said, I need you to understand, you are going to walk into school, and some kid's going to hold up a phone, and I'm going to be naked on it, and they're...
I'm so for real. See me, just put me on Craigslist, mom. So you know how they're about to come treat me at school, and you're still gonna do this, bro? Telling me you know that they're gonna be at school airdropping you butt naked to everybody. They're gonna airdrop you butt naked to me. And you still feel like it's okay for you to still go do it? What's wrong?
His mom does OnlyFriends, and she doesn't care about the consequences that it'll have for her son. Selfish generation, bro. And she even knows the consequences that it will have on his life, but she just doesn't care. Poor kid.
Unpopular opinion, it's actually not that hard to get a guy to chase you. We were just doing it wrong the whole time. The key is not to need him. It is a fact that men want what they can't have. They want what is not easily accessible to them. By giving the impression at the beginning stages that you really need his attention, you are making yourself entirely too accessible and you're giving away all your power. Why do you think the guy you don't want is always chasing after you? It's because you don't need him and he knows that. This is exactly why before you talk to any guy, you have to be the center of your own universe. You cannot put any guy on any pedestal because then you're going to be chasing him. You're not going to be letting him chase you because you need him. Think about it. A girl that's focused on herself and her life and treats men as like supplemental as opposed to necessary, that's what guys want. That's what guys respect and that's what they're into.
The guys you like don't chase you. The ones that are chasing you are in your DMs and in your friend zone.
As much as I love having someone love me, it's really nice being a...
Oh, say less.
Like today I have 2 people lined up. And that is so fun.
This is women's version of propaganda. Stuff like this is propagated so women can get more in tune with instant gratification over long-term happiness. They'll promote videos like this of women being happy, being promiscuous, when we all know it's not true. Women are just not built to have a ton of partners. Look at what happens to all of these spicy stars that get out of the industry. What is it, like 9 out of 10 of them have a mental breakdown? It causes genuine mental trauma on them, but they're being brainwashed to think that it doesn't. They're being brainwashed to fall into as much instant gratification as possible because you can make money off of a person like that. Reset your mind.
When I was in high school about to go to college, I had a friend and all she wanted to do was just get married and have kids. And she wanted to have a lot of kids. So she did that right out of high school, and I remember kind of judging her like, ew, why would you do that? You have no ambition. So then I kind of like really stopped talking to her because I thought, oh my God, what is that? Like, why would you just want to do that and like live with a man who makes the money and do that? Like, be independent, have some ambition and stuff like that. I was going to college, getting my degree that I'm not using at all, in debt, not anymore, but was in debt. She ain't got no debt, and she got like 4 kids, and she's happy. I see her on Instagram. So yeah, be independent, do this, like don't depend on no man, don't need no man.
And that is a lot of the modern brainwashing that is happening to all of our women. They're being told to chase a career and find themselves throughout all of their 20s. And then when they hit 30, there's going to be this Prince Charming just waiting to wife them up and have a family with. You can have it all, girl. You're a special princess. You can have everything, right? This is absolutely not true. But this is the trap that so many women fall into. They end up wasting their prime years on chasing things that do not bring them fulfillment or long-term happiness. And then they end up exactly where this girl is. They follow the path of the modern woman and end up regretting it later in life. And that is women's blue pill. Yo, did I just catch you simping, G? You're better than that, man. What are you doing?
One of my friend's brothers, but my brother's friends want to me, and he's in high school.
Yeah, that's
like
the dream. Yeah, not being high school.
And
like,
I like fulfilling fantasies. Like I fantasize. Like I like fantasy movies. I live in my own like dream world. So if I can fulfill somebody's fantasy like that, it makes me feel so good. And like they so hard and they're so grateful and like it doesn't last long and like it's really nice.
What a queen. What a nice human. What a nice human.
She told her boyfriend goodnight 2 hours ago, but y'all stay safe out there. Sneaky, bro. She's saying goodnight at 8 p.m. Y'all already know what's up.
Like with you guys, you're like, oh, like she's been passed around the whole team. We can't wipe you up because you had.
She's been with the whole friend group, but now wants you to wipe her up. Body count is important to men, obviously, but we also want the woman that no one else can have. We want her to be exclusively ours. And if you have a tight-knit friend group and she's been with all of the dudes in there, you honestly just look like a clown. You wifed up the girl that every guy got with, but didn't want long-term. You're almost 38, never been married, don't have kids, and you decide it's time to freeze your eggs to secure your future. A simple Google search. Currently, women using their own frozen eggs in treatment have a success rate of 18%, which offers no guarantee of achieving a successful pregnancy and birth. A single cycle can average anywhere from $6,000 to $20,000 according to experts. So you can go ahead and do that, but it's super expensive and the likelihood of it actually working is pretty low. But what kind of man wants a woman that has frozen eggs?
Do you ever have like boyfriends?
Dating was really hard. People have this persona of you, especially as I like grew a name for myself. It was hard to meet someone who doesn't know who I was. And so like there was always that like fandom. They met me first in their mind as Riley, so it was really hard to like reverse and teach them that I'm Ashley. Being with the stars, like you don't take her to meet your mom and blah blah blah. I didn't like retire, but I just stopped shooting like boy girl. So it was like a choice that I made on my own, but I made that choice because I was lonely and I wanted like love and affections and stuff, and I was like, I'm not going to be able to find this while I'm performing because it makes dating really hard. Because I've dated guys and they were like me or, and I was like, well, never gave me this ultimatum, so I choose that.
Healthy masculine men are always going to have a problem with you sharing your body with other people. Even in the beginning, if he says he's okay with it, eventually he's going to not be okay with it. If he ever wants to take you seriously, he will ask you to stop. Exactly like she said at the end of the clip. The guy wanted her to stop making spicy content, and she said, no, I choose the spicy content over a relationship. So not only is it a red flag that she's doing this to begin with, but it's almost like they are addicted to doing it because they're doing the act itself, which is fun, but then on top of that, they're being showered with money and fame. But with that, it comes with tons of long-term problems. Myron from Fresh and Fit has a good way of putting it. Fast money comes with slow problems.
Men don't like loud women.
Women don't even like men! And guess what? Bubblegum in a dish!
No. Stop. Jesus Christ.